Hey everyone, Josh here. Today I'm shooting a video in a different setting, so hopefully this works out. The lighting might be weird or whatnot, but I wanted to do a video which is 5 lesser known Korean films worth checking out. So first up, we have the Lee Chang-dong film, Oasis. This was directed in 2002, I think. This is Lee's second film, and in my personal opinion, his best film. It's about a man with something like autism, played by So Kyung-woo, and a woman with cerebral palsy, played by Moon So-ri. Yeah, it's one of the best films I've ever seen. Actually, it's like my second or third favorite film of all time, but it's a beautiful love story about an unlikely couple, and it just really shows what true love can do and the power that it has. Next up, we have a film by Kim Sung-hoon, A Hard Day. This is Kim's second film, and probably his most well-known, but this is also in the circle of films that aren't quite as well-known as something like I Saw the Devil or whatnot. It's a really awesome, creative, black comedy / thriller, and it stars, can't remember his name, Lee Sung-kyun. He's pretty well-known in Korea as a funny man, but he has some pretty good dramatic chops too. And it also stars Cho Jin-woong. He was in stuff like The Handmaiden and whatnot. He's a really good actor, and yeah, this is an awesome film. Very creative ideas, really sleek execution. It just moves at a very, very fast pace, and it just keeps you thrilled until the very end. I absolutely love this movie, and I can't recommend it enough. Okay, next up we have an indie film called Han Dong-ju, about a woman named Han Dong-ju. Well, she's kind of a kid blossoming into a woman around that age, 17 or 18, I believe. But she has something tragic that happens to her, and this movie is the build-up around that and how it affects her life and those around her. This is a really powerful film. It went on to win awards and whatnot. And yeah, it's well known in its circle with critics and whatnot, but I think it's a film that needs to be seen by more. It's so nice that I bought it twice. I have the Third Window UK release, which I've never opened, as their like identical releases, and I have the Korean release. Absolutely beautiful film. Chung-lee is the lead actress in this. She's gotten quite famous due to this role, and I think she could be like the next Jung Do-yeon, depending on her choices and what she's offered. But it's a absolutely harrowing but beautiful film. Next, we have probably the most mainstream and popular out of all these movies that I'm showing, but this is Architecture 101, aka Introduction to Architecture. It's a romantic comedy, and it stars, let's see, Tae-woong, Susie from Miss A. Trying to find their names. I actually don't see his name, but he's gotten famous since then. Yeah, Lee Ji-hoon, the boy. He is a really good actor. And it also stars Han Ga-in. Anyway, this movie is just a simple love tale, but it takes place between their childhood and them as adults in like the present time, and it circles back and forth, and it's got like a simple arrogance to it, and it's really breezy little film, and it's just really well done. It feels so genuine, but at the same time it just reaches out to a much wider audience. It's a popcorn film at its core. It seems really true to its innocence. I meant to say innocence earlier, not arrogance. That was the wrong word. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic film, and one of the realest romantic fluffs I've ever watched. It's heartbreaking in spots, but it's a pretty feel-good film overall. And last but not least is by a veteran director, maybe the most well-known veteran director in Korea. That is Kwon-taek's Revive. I'm not sure how you say this. It's a French title. And I think the word means to put on makeup, and also something to do with mourning for the dead, like the burial process and whatnot. It's a double entendre with the word. Anyway, this stars An Sung-gi, who's worked with M numerous times. An Sung-gi is one of the most prolific actors in Korea. He got his start as the boy in the Housemaid way back in 1960, and he's worked in a ton of films, as has M as a director. And this is their 9th, time collaborating together. This also stars, I can't remember her name. Yeah, Kim Gyuri. She's a wonderful actress, and yeah, this is limited to 700 copies, so it was a really small release, but I never expected this to get a Blu-ray, and when it got one, I had to jump on it. It's M's only film on Blue, and it's just a wonderful movie. It was one of my favorites from the year it came out. I think 2015, maybe? I don't know, 2014. But anyway, awesome character study, An's character, and it just really delves deep into people and their conscious, when they're in love, when they're falling out of love, the extremes they'll go to care for someone even when a spark has been lost. And his wife is played by Kim Woo-jung, and she gives an absolutely beautiful, poignant performance. It's one of the best performances I've seen. And she does a really well physical performance too with what she does with herself. It's an absolutely heartbreaking film. It's a tough watch at times, but I think it's rewarding, and it gets much richer with repeat viewings. Yeah, I haven't seen a ton of M's films, but Ore Vive, however you say it, is one of his absolute best films, and also one of the greatest performances by An Sung-gi in his already huge and varied acting career. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video real quick. It was inspired by Fake Plastic Films, 6 lesser known kind of Korean films to introduce you to Korean cinema. I want to do something similar like that, but these are just sort of movies that I randomly chose, 5 films that I think deserves a bigger audience. And so yeah, this is my first video in a long time, so hopefully the lighting's not too bad. I know it's going to be echoey and the audio won't be too well because A, my voice, and B, because I'm in a small shut-in room. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.